Alright, today I want to begin by congratulating you for sticking around because you know what? You have made it to the most exciting part of the market of the cycle. This is really, really great. Of course, you may not be feeling it right at this point, but think about it like this way. The year is now 2025 and ICP is reaping it right around $80 and you're looking to take at least your initial profits by around that time, right? But there is somebody who is also just hearing that there's something called ICP. They're looking to buy for the very first time. This is how early you are to this whole party. And I just wanted to congratulate you in advance because, for the most part, people have got sadness and, complaints that the price is not moving, this and that. But the reality is you made the right decision by sticking around. So welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side on the front lines, fighting for financial freedom. We're going to be taking a look at the ICP price one more time, a few interesting charts that I have for you. So before we start kicking it, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for ICP Internet Computer price updates will not be able to find this video much more easily. I don't want to run my mouth too much. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on ICP and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. So what has been happening here of late with ICP is that it wasn't moving as much as the other altcoins were moving, and of course that gets people worried. But take a look at this. From the moment we were bottoming out right around $6.90, we've actually managed to reach something like 28% plus. I think that is great. Now on top of that, we can see that ICP is just moving like the rest of the market is doing. Let me show you a different chart altogether, different from ICP, so that you understand what I'm trying to say here. So we've got Ethereum here, and really this is the same chart that ICP is having. Now, the good news is that it's probably the king of all altcoins, right? Many people may disagree, but it is what it is. It's very much established. And when you see Ethereum breaking massive resistance like this one, you know that it's game on. So what is going to be likely happening is that in the immediate short term, we continue rising, right? And at some point, we get a backtest to backtest this core support level, and then we keep pushing towards the upside. Now, this is the same trajectory that we were seeing even from things like, Chainlink. And you can also see this kind of head and shoulders pattern that is on most altcoins, to be honest with you, then right, all of a sudden they're breaking the resistance level, right, looking to push again, pretty much following in Ethereum footsteps. Now when you come back to ICP, you see pretty much the same thing, right? Take a look at this, that almost head and shoulders kind of a pattern, but then again now you are looking to break resistance. Now the good thing here is that ICP really hasn't moved and broken the resistance, right? Now, why did I say that's a good thing? It's a good thing because it represents an opportunity, right? So which one do you want to be buying? Something that has already gone or something that is about to go? So this is where I'm coming from. Now, the question becomes, when really can we expect ICP to start breaking above this resistance? By the way, the resistance level is right around like $10. And I can say $11, right? Basically, that whole band of $1 is what we are looking to break and continue our bullish trajectory, right? Now, when we are going to be breaking that resistance is more likely going to be dependent on what Ethereum is going to do, right? So if we keep pushing here with Ethereum, just expect ICP to continue pushing as well. But in the next week, let's say we get a market that is not very much excited, we could get an early backtest of this resistance now turning into support and then push again towards the upside. This scenario is actually great, but immediate short term, I think more likely than not, it would mean that ICP really doesn't break above that resistance yet until and unless we get the successful backtest from Ethereum, because Ethereum is leading the market. There's just no doubt about that, right? The moment we are getting a successful backtest, this is the moment when you're going to be seeing everything pretty much shining, including ICP Internet Computer Protocol. Other than that, there's just great news here for ICP. You can say Dominic was making an update yesterday. I really haven't gone through this, so probably in tomorrow's video or on Monday's video, I'll be able to come and show you in detail what really this means. But I think it's something that is big already, because we were seeing like the burning cycle were really pumping over 1 trillion. I mean, that's crazy, right? So ICP is looking very much safe. One other chart that we have is the ICP versus the Bitcoin price, and we can see that we have formed something here like a falling wedge. Basically, it's a falling wedge. I don't know why I'm saying like a falling wedge. It is a falling wedge, and falling wedges are very much bullish patterns, right? They usually break towards the upside, and their technical price is the top of the wedge. Now, in this situation, you're expecting ICP to break out here and start pumping, at least to get back to something like 264% against Bitcoin. Now remember that Bitcoin is also pumping towards the upside, but we're looking at a scenario in which ICP is pretty much outperforming Bitcoin. So this is really great news, and you can see that that was also the same kind of indicator that we were getting when we kickstarted the last bullish momentum from October 2023 up until something like January. Of course, we peaked on ICP right around March, so we are anticipating the same thing to happen here, and this time around it could actually turn out to be very much big, because you take a look at this, you're coming out of a very big support level here. There is resistance on top, but should you happen to break this resistance here, let's quickly shape that nice and easy, right? Should we happen to break that resistance, we can also be expecting a scenario in which we do something like this here and then even break much higher. So for me, I think that once we get back to this top of the falling wedge, it's going to be a good indicator to say, you know what, probably a good way to start taking some profits on ICP. Yeah, you can continue to go higher but this really is something that I'm not going to be ignoring. This is great stuff here for ICP, obviously, but we even have a better chart. Now, before I talk about that, let me just remind you that our partners over there at BingX, the exchange, have got this fantastic activity that if you're a new user, register with them, trade with them, sign up with them, you go and claim up to $5,450, and on top of that, 300 ton tokens. The event is going to be lasting 21 days from now. Feel free to check the links in the description. They also have got another one here, deposit to win. Go ahead and check out all their fantastic activities and bonuses. That's really a nice exchange. Now, let me get back to the market cap of ICP Internet Computer Protocol. We have this long-standing inverse head and shoulders pattern, in which you can see that this is, of course, the left shoulder. Then we've got here the head. Then finally, we've got the right shoulder. Now, this is getting a little bit interesting because we've been talking about this for quite some time right now, right? But the complaint has been that there is no volume. Take a look at what is beginning to happen right now. Big volume is beginning to show up. And you can even see on CoinMarketCap today, we have an increase of something like 68% just in the last 24 hours. That's really, really great. These are good signs that we've always wanted to see. So yeah, with a sustained volume beginning to build here on the right shoulder, all we need at this point is something like maybe a 95% or even a 90% pump for ICP to get back to this downward sloping resistance. Then from there, you are looking to break out a very much bigly, and you're looking to get to something like $112 billion in terms of market cap, right? So that takes each ICP token to right around $220. I think it's something that is very much achievable. I know people have got different price targets altogether. And when I say $220, I don't think that I'm saying that you should wait. Even when ICP gets to $100, don't sell. You should only sell when it gets to $220. That's not what I'm trying to say. There's going to be bullish momentum along the way until we get there. I think it's just a great area to be taking profits as well. So this is what we have today. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Just remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.